We're sitting here talking about the Detroit Lions. They're undermanned. They're not being able to win games. They lost to the Seattle Seahawks. You can't tell me the Seattle Seahawks aren't in the same situation.
They're not. They're in first place.
The defense of the Seahawks are all young guys that are just drafted.
6-3.
Maz, but what I'm trying to tell you,
Braylon, 6-3.
Maz, I'm talking about the integral makeup of the Detroit Lions.
I don't give a damn about the makeup.
No, you do.
Who's winning?
Maz, you just said the Lions are undermanned.
They are.
What I'm trying to tell you is you look at the Seahawks. The Seahawks are winning with players that are 5th, 4th, 6th round draft picks.
But they're better players.
It's the same. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're better coached. Pete Carroll is a better coach that has a better system. You talk about players that are undermanned. Geno Smith and Jared Goff. Who's a better quarterback?
Geno.
Oh, you wouldn't have said that before the season started.
He showed me.
See, Maz, now you're playing.
See what? I'm playing. It's even. It's
Maz. All I'm saying is you can't tell me one team is undermanned when another team is equally undermanned, but they're not playing the same way because it's down to coaching. And that's what I talk about. You give Dan Campbell so many credits. The reason why one team is winning and one team isn't is because one team has a better coach, and that coach has an idea of who to hire as a defensive coordinator and offensive coordinator and how to get the players that are undermanned to play the best. So if you're going to tell me they're undermanned, then you got to tell me that the Seattle Seahawks are undermanned too.
Let's go player by player then. Is Lockett better than what we have?
You just told me Amon-Ra St. Brown was the #1 wide receiver.
I said at the beginning of the year.
Okay, so what's the difference?
They're your local security experts have been for over 90 years.
You told me that he was going to win the running back of the year at the start of the year. Don't change the conversation now.
Don't change it.
Tons of bad guys is one thing.
It's not black and white. It's the truth.
1-800-STAY OUT, Guardian Alarm.
It's the truth.
Your local security experts, Guardian Alarm, stay out.
Maz, but here's the problem. You're so focused on the number, you're not focusing on the conversation that we're really having. If you want to go player for player, let's start at the beginning of the season. Beginning of the season, you look at the Detroit Lions and you look at the Seattle Seahawks. You can even go after the end of the first 2 weeks. You look at the Lions, you look at the offensive line. Offensive line of the Lions much better than the Seahawks. You look at the quarterback to start the season. You're taking Jared Goff over Geno Smith. Everybody wrote Geno Smith off in his word. You look at the running back, especially after week 1. You're taking DeAndre Swift over Rashad Penny, who was a starter, and you're damn sure taking him over K9, who was coming off the bench. So you're taking the running back. You wide receivers, yes. Lockett over not Lockett, but DK Metcalf over everybody that we have. And we don't know what Jameson Williams. We hope that Jameson Williams is going to be that. But right now, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, based on what you told me at the start of the season about what Amon-Ra St. Brown could be, and that was an all-pro #1, then Amon-Ra St. Brown and Lockett are a wash, according to what you said. You go on the defensive side of the ball. Jeff Okudah, everybody was singing his praise at the beginning of the year. You didn't even know any of the secondary members for the Seattle Seahawks outside Jamal Adams, who got hurt. Jamal Adams got hurt. Jeff Okudah's played well. Like, you go, Tariq Woolen is a 6th round draft pick, and now he's going to be Defensive Player of the Year. It boils down to this. The Seattle Seahawks are better coached. They're in better situation to put players in better chances to have success versus what the Detroit Lions are. Player for player, Maz, I definitely agree. You would think the Detroit Lions would be better. But it's about the coach. It's about the experience of the coach, Pete Carroll, the cachet of the coach, and the players, the coaches that he's hired on that staff. So when you tell me they're undermanned, I tell you, yes, to a certain extent, but also they're undercoached. Dan Campbell's not getting the best out of it, and that's why I said I disagree that they've gotten better this past weekend.